Okay, first clip of the day here at the market. I don't know if you saw the news this morning, but a huge rock went through someone's building there in Hawaii. And Donnie Yen and Jet Li showed me how to correct this or how to deal with it, you know, if that happens to you. And so what you're going to do is, this is the stone, the boulder here. Okay, so you're holding your hand straight like that, straight out from the solar plexus, throwing straight out. You're going to go right through the stone. When it comes to you, okay, you're throwing your arm out very gently at the end, tightening and going right through the stone. Now, if that doesn't work, you take the hand and you point entirely the other direction and run as fast as you can. And that works as well too, if you can't split. Well, this is breakfast. We're gonna have a beautiful piece of trout that we caught through the ice in the fridge, in the freezer. Yeah. Then we cooked it on the campfire in the oven. So anyway, that's gonna be our breakfast. There's no way you'll be able to split a stone like that unless you eat something good like that. Nice piece of rainbow trout for breakfast. Yeah. Okay, I think we left off last time carving this one. We'll work on this today. Now, the way to split a stone like this in half is let someone else do it. This will be our first work of the day. So I think we had looked at this in the last session. I carved the base. What I've done is I've carved a line in here, and I'm going to make a face in here. So I've watched a video of another sculptor hammering the stone. And with my method, I hammer the stone very little because I don't want to stress it out and crack it. So I cut it, if I were making a bowl and cutting in squares, you know, and then you chop out the squares with a hammer and chisel, but I try not to stress the stone out by just cutting it only and removing the stone and grinding it away that way. This is an example of a bowl that I cut using the squares. So I would have, it's full of ice right now, it's 25 below out here. But I would have cut squares in with the diamond blade and then chipped them out and then smooth it along here and then make a bowl that way. So that's about the only time that I hammer the stone. Or to chip a piece away like this, if I'm cutting, I'll tap it out. I don't want to stress any of the other part of the stone out as I'm carving it. Oh, it's like Jamaica in the Arctic. Today, minus 25 and pretty strong winds. So anyway, I just came inside to have a nice coffee. There it is. Yay. Good old coffee. That's Margie's Valentine's gift, but don't tell her. She doesn't know yet. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone. That's Margie's. Okay, there are my first cuts for the face. And remember, there are 90 gazillion facial expressions, so you can kind of choose your own from there. But basically, I'm cutting in brow first, and I cut in the nose, and then a little more for the lips. They can, like I say, go any way. The eyes, the expression of the eyebrows. Right now they're stern, but if they were up, that, you know, it's going to be more humble, and so you kind of choose how you want the face to be. I'm going to make the other part of this a bird, so I'm going to use these cuts here. I've gone in a little deeper. That's a V already. Cut it out a little bit, and I'm going to make that the wings from this side, the bird. That's what I'm going to try to accomplish with this. Let's see what happens. There, as you can see, I've really made a mess of that. It's no longer a stone. call 912 because 911 busy. I will be beginning, and then I'm going to join the bird in the other side. I don't mind saying it's pretty cold out here. My one hand holding the grinder is a little cold. Get it warm and finish the other side. Don't call 912, whatever you do. Or 911. This is a different kind of emergency. It's an art emergency. This is Margie's new TV. It's really cool. I'll tell you, you have to be one with the teepee to get the little tea light inside it. In there. Because you gotta light it and set it in ever so carefully. Started with the face, and then carved the bird at the top. It's a two-headed bird, man. Scary. Yeah. You can see those in the next Disney movie. Right. Then I'm working on this side here, so I'm working on the base now. And we did this here. It's I'm sure you can tell it's a teepee with two people and a fire. I don't think you'd see that right off the bat. That's the abstract intention. And one car, very primitive, as you noticed. I use a lot of flowing lines and that type of thing, and primitive subject matter displayed, almost like it is, thousands of years ago or something. But this is granite and it's permanent, and I will wet it and finish so that you can see the final product here. It's about 1.5 feet high. Nice piece, and it's drilled and pinned together. So when we get to the finish, I will show you. Okay, I just want to ask your opinion here. Does that look like a bear? No, eh? Okay, don't tell anyone that looks like a bear. You or I won't tell anyone either. Because they won't believe either one of us. It's not a bear's head. It's okay, if anyone asks you, so this work is finished. That's the signature on the bottom. You can find my signature on paintings and stone carvings all around the world. That's what you're looking for. Okay, this work is done. The two parts are carved, and we can go all around it. Different stages you see as you walk around. That is our first finished piece today. We're at the Wednesday, Saturday market here in Chatham. 9877 Longwoods Road. Come see us. Okay, this is our next subject, the same day. I'll move around it, you can see a little better. I know some people may think that you can carve this stone telepathically. I've tried that, and I'll tell you, I look at the stone forever, and it just seems to stay the same. So I use a diamond blade on it. It works a lot better. So we'll see what I can make out of this one. Okay, we have the top carved here. Well, I was supposed to start out as I was thinking I was doing a beaver, but I got carried away and I don't know if it's a beaver or rabbit. I changed over here and I think I got into some birds on the other side. Beaver owl rabbit. You know, it never changes into the rabbit that changes to other animals. So that is the top part. And these are two parts that I draw and pin. A foot and a half high. And I will carve the base. What I want to do with the base is I think I'll take the large grinder and I'll do some pretty deep cuts in it. See if I can maybe follow some of the other lines that are going here. I like to use flowing lines through my work, so I'm cutting in with the diamond blade using a bee, but when I'm doing cuts I let the blade float around and make flowing lines. And when I see a subject in it, like the bird, it was fairly easy to do. Again, I've probably shown it before, but basically all I'm doing a circle, and a triangle, and I'm working with that. For the top of the head, the stone is round here and pointed that way, so I'm doing a cut around here, and then I'm cutting in the eyes, and then the beak, and then I've got the head of the bird, and then I can do the cut of the feathers around that. It makes it easier. But if you do the beak and the eyes first, it might make it easier if you're trying this yourself. So this will be our next piece. It's 3 pieces that I build and pin together, and I'll carve them individually and hopefully unite them. But in the meantime, I work on quite a few large ones at a time, which may seem crazy, but I do it the same way. I'll start a series and work on them, because I start with burnt umber and sketch in my subject, and then I wait for that to dry, and then I wash over top. So starting a large series for me makes sense, but I just happen to walk by this and I see something in there, so I'm going to carve it right now, and then I'll show you, and then I'll go back to the other. Well, there we go. That's good enough for now, and this work will just keep progressing. So this is the top part. It's carved. I took it off the pin in order to carve it.